welcome back to the channel. It's Rosalie Reads here, and we are going to be going over our February wrap-up. I read 11 books this month. We're going to be going over every single one of them, my thoughts, what I rated them, and some of them I won't give you detailed thoughts for because I've posted my reviews and other videos that I will tag in the comments or in the description of this video so you guys can go watch them. But, yeah. That being said, excuse the craziness. I'm about to go to bed. I'm literally filming this last minute because I literally finished a book like 30 minutes ago. And I wanted to include on this wrap-up. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and go right on into it. It looks like I finished Onyx Storm. Rated it a 3.75. With the Empyrean series, I'm finding it like I only enjoyed like Fourth Wing as much. Like, I rated Fourth Wing 5 stars. I don't know what happened to Iron Flame or Onyx Storm. Like, I just didn't enjoy it as much. I'm probably not going to be reading the series as the books come out going forward. I'm probably just going to wait until the series is over, read the rest of them. Because, like, literally, I wasn't enjoying what I was reading. Like, obviously, like, I had my Xaden and Violet moments that I really enjoyed. But that being said, Xaden and Violet aren't supposed to be the only thing I'm excited for. Because the plot was there, the plot was good, but I feel like Iron Flame was more world building. And same with Onyx Storm, I feel like we were fleshing out the world a little bit more. And plus, like, the side plots kind of, like, threw me off. I don't know. Like, I hoped in my brain Iron Flame, me not enjoying it, was just like a one-book thing, but then it turned into Onyx Storm, me just not enjoying it, so that's where I'm headed at this point. I'm going to wait till the rest of the series comes out, then read the rest of the series, but, like, I'm not itching to, like, read the next book, you know? So that being said, there's that. It kind of painfully, like, that's kind of painful for me because, like, I really enjoyed that first book, but I feel like I am not enjoying it going forward. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on that. Air of Fire, Sarah J. Maas. I give 5 stars. That's all you get, because that's going in a future video for my Throne of Glass video, part 1. So, you guys will be getting that soon. I don't know when. I believe the date is set for May for it to be released, depending on how fast I can read these books and order them. But if I finish it earlier, they will be going out earlier. Part 1's already done. I just gotta read from Queen of Shadows on. But will be coming soon. You guys will see it. So I'm not gonna give any further rating than that. Damaged Like Us by K.B. Ritchie, which is the first book in the Like Us series. And can I just say, I gave my final thoughts in a separate video. It was for the 24-hour challenge that I read that video, Damaged Like Us, because it was on my digital TBR. And it was for, like, a world prompt video where I picked the books I read out of a jar, a mug, same thing. And yeah, I read that one. I was super excited to dive back into the world of the Addicted / Calloway Sister series. So, like, living vicariously through, like, Lily and Lo's son, who happens to be in an MM relationship. Love it, by the way. Like, I loved him and Pharaoh. They were so cute. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, it didn't give me, like, the same sort of feeling as the Addicted / Calloway Sister series, which was to be expected, but I did enjoy it. Like, it was a cute book. Like, I'm gonna keep reading the series. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know I'm super excited for Sullivan's books, though. Like, anything having to do with Daisy and Reich, I love. So I'm super anticipating those books. I don't know what her relationship is gonna be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, something out there. But then again, I don't know. So I'm looking forward to seeing that because I know they've raised Sully to, like, do whatever the fuck she wants. So it's super excited, super anticipating it. Bisco Hattori's Oran High School Host Club, Volume 17, Volume 18, gave my ratings there. Literally sobbed when that series ended, leaving it at that. rated them 5 and 4.5. DNF'd Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I rated it 0 because I DNF'd it because I made it to like page 15 and I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. So I didn't rate it anything. I don't know why I said I rated it 0. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to Lane Fargo's The Favorites. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Read it in like 3 days. Okay. Like I started it and then I started recording for that video and I was like, okay, yes, I loved it. It was based on Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff, and Catherine, I think her name was. I read Wuthering Heights, I should know this. But literally, it reminded me so much of Daisy Jones and the Six. It gave me like the same feel. And yeah, I'm not going to give you my full thoughts on that because you can go watch that video. But yeah. I read Elsie Silver's Heartless in the Chestnut Spring series. I don't think I did this one for a video. I rated it 5 stars though because it was a book in the Chestnut Spring series. Like this is my first time reading the series. And Kate Eaton, love Kate Eaton. We love a single grumpy dad who happens to be a cowboy. I want to wear his cowboy hat. If you know the rule, you know the rule, okay? You wear the hat, you ride the cowboy. Okay, now you know the rule. I'm super excited to keep going through the series because literally I love Caden. I have screenshotted so many fucking quotes on my phone from him. And I just love the dynamic between him and the son, as well as the son and Willa. Willa is the main female character, and literally the dynamic between her and Kate Eaton, loved it. I loved Willa's rebellious nature. She literally, like, I could picture myself in her shoes and be like, yeah, I would say that shit. Like, you talk your shit, bitch. She was literally so badass. I loved her. I rated it 5 stars, though. I read it in literally, like, a 24-hour period. Like, I started it the night before. I read half of it. Then the next day, as soon as I got off from work, which I went in at 4, I believe, and came home, finished it as soon as I came home. Like, I devoured it in less than a 24-hour period. And, you know, I'm very proud of myself for that because I love Caden and I love them. And I'm, like, super excited to keep diving through the series. I really can't wait to get to Jasper's book because he's the hockey player. And, you know, I love, like, ya bitch loves a good hockey player romance. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll be deeply, deeply excited, you know. I read B.K. Borison's First Time Caller, which is in the Heartstring series. 5 stars. Absolutely tore my fucking heart out. I don't know if I filmed this one, which is crazy because I filmed it. I should know if I filmed it, right? But let me tell you, I related to the male characters so heavily. It kind of gave me goosebumps, and literally, like, I just started sobbing. I will literally insert a clip here. No, not a clip, a picture of me sobbing right here. I will insert a picture of me sobbing to this book. Okay? So the book follows Lucy Stone, who is a single mom. You know, she's raised her kid. You know, and then her child, like, eventually decides, like, look, my mom's lonely. Let me air out my mom's business on a talk show, on a podcast. And that's where Aiden Valentine comes in. He's the host of this podcast. So he was talking to the daughter. They were discussing, like, the stuff that they could do for the mom and basically just talk it out, you know, see what Aiden could do for Lucy. Lucy eventually becomes a regular on the show, and that being in turn leads to Lucy and Aiden finding each other and finding love within each other. And the whole book is like forced proximity kind of, and also like him trying to help find Lucy dates to help out with her love life while also being in love with her at the same time, but at the same time he won't fucking admit it, which is the part that I would relate to because I know I'm a red flag. Nobody has to tell me that. I know. I'm just not willing to work on my issues yet. I would rather avoid them, like Aiden. So his mom has had cancer 3 times, so he's prepared, like, for her to, like, go. She has went into remission so many times that he's just distanced himself from her. He doesn't want to be involved. Not he doesn't want to be involved, but like he wants to protect his feelings by not dealing with it. So there, in turn, he's learned to not let anybody like get too close. And I related to that so fucking hard that I just started sobbing within the last like 30%. Like from the last like 20 to 30%, I was just sitting there like sobbing, crying. Because I was like, oh my god, I relate to this character so fucking heavy. And it was just so bad. Like, it was so bad. I was sitting here calling my friends because I was like, please, bro. Like, you don't understand. This is like, it was hilarious, like, after, but literally, I was like sobbing. Because I was like, I relate to this character so hard. I've never related to a character more than I related to Aiden Valentine. And it was a 5-star read for me. Like, I don't know what else to tell ya. Like, I'm not giving any spoilers other than, like, the whole mom situation. So the whole point of the podcast is, it's, like, to give relationship advice, right? But Aiden has seen so many issues with love come onto the podcast. Like, he kind of doesn't believe in it anymore. And also, like, at the same point, he's distancing himself. So I'm just like, wow, that's so relatable. Me, because I get into relationships way too quickly. And because I do have daddy issues, and let's trauma dump for a minute here. My stepfather, like my biological father, was never in my life. So when they were never married, my mom and this guy, they were dating, but he was a part of my life for like a good chunk of it since I was like 6 years old. We recently broke contact on like 16th birthday. So it's been like 2 years since I've seen him. And, you know, he raised me, but he was an alcoholic. He was abusive, you know, trauma dumping. So I've learned to distance myself for that reason. And yeah, so it did hit a little bit too close to home. And, you know, just scared to love and, you know, relationships. I do throw myself like love bombing because I do want physical, like, I do want emotional attraction and physical attraction. At the same point, these boys don't give it out here. Like I'm swearing off of dating right now. That's my life. I hope you had a good time, because I know I did.
Well, that's my life. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did.
Oh, yeah. But literally, like, I'm going to keep saying it, but heavily related. And it kind of just broke me in a way that I didn't, like, I was called out. And then the next day, after I read that, Tate McRae's album came out. And I listened to Nostalgia, and I was like, it was like 2 fucking double whammies hitting me. Day after day. I was like, oh, please, God. Dear God. Dear God. Yeah, but, yeah, that's that. I don't know how else to say that. Like, it was sad. I loved it. Like, it's probably, like, a wholesome romance for others, but literally for me, it was like, you stabbed me in the back, in my ass, in my heart, in my head, and then tried to stitch me back up. Like, it hurt. For the next, you guys will be getting this video next weekend, so I'm not going to tell you anything about these last 3 books that I read. So it would have been Killer of Mine by Alexis Grace. I rated it 3.75 stars. The Roommate Risk by Talia Hibbert, which is 2.5 stars. And Sienna Vega's Wicked Little Secret, which I just got done reading like a few minutes ago. I rated that 4 stars. I'm not going to tell you anything about them. If you want to know, stay tuned for next weekend's video. Yep. Super excited, though, for you guys to watch that video because, oh my god, the things that I have read recently, 35 minutes ago. Crazy! say. Yeah. Anyways, those are all the things I read in February. Super excited to see what content comes out of me, but I know for sure I want to read a dark romance video, 7 dark romance books in 7 days. And I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Like, I want that video to come out after the 7 Kindle Unlimited books in 7 days. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. It depends on the schedule, because I have planned out my videos for the rest of the year, if you guys don't know. So, you know, I'm trying to lead by the schedule, but I'm also, like, too excited for that one. So it might come first. Like, as I said, I left some wiggle room. But yeah, you know, super excited, you know, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the end of this video before I fucking fall asleep, because I literally feel my eyes, like, you know, and yeah, and I get more hyper with the tired that I become. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, because I can already sense myself, my adrenaline going up. So yeah. Anyways, love you guys very much. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.